Hello, everyone. So whether you're here with us live or watching the replay, I am really excited about this. And it was time to have this conversation. I've had a lot of people whispering behind the scenes saying, is this possible? How could this work together? I see potential in both of these platforms, and I really need direction on how I can make them work. So I actually went out to two of the people that really do know the Great Discovery in a way better way than I do. I see potential in it, but I haven't been able to dive into the strategy as much as these two have. And so I'd like to introduce you to James Money and Christine Deane. First, James, would you like to introduce yourself and tell everybody who you are and why you're included and passionate about this, both platforms, really?
Yeah, absolutely. So my name's James Moneypenny. I think the system truncated part of my last name, but so my background is in building national and international franchise companies. I'm one of the founding affiliates for the Great Discovery. The Great Discovery is a new launch of an e-learning platform, but is backed by 40 years of success. Our sister company is Six Sigma, and Six Sigma, for anyone who doesn't know about Six Sigma, it is really a secret recipe that the elite of the elite and billion-dollar companies and the United States, every branch of the United States military has used for decades. But it's really been kept kind of secret from regular people. So the Great Discovery has taken, actually the family who created Six Sigma has decided, no, we're not going to leave it just for the rich anymore. We're going to share it with the world. And so they've recreated Six Sigma in a format that's consumable, believe it or not, from everybody from 5 years old up to 105 and beyond. And they put it on this amazing e-learning platform. And because of our global reach that we've had for 40 years with almost every large organization and every branch of the United States military using the Six Sigma system, we have doors open to us that most people have never had the opportunity to even knock on. And so what we're doing, we don't want to just offer Six Sigma. We have been aggregating content courses from amazing people just like you, people who have this amazing message inside of them. They want to get it out to the world. Well, what we want to do is we want to turn you into the Elvis Presley of your specialty. Elvis Presley, as you know, has been gone for decades. Well, at least most of us believe he's gone, some maybe not. But Elvis Presley's been gone for decades. He's still making millions and millions of dollars every year. Why? Because he has other people out there selling his records, his recordings. And that's what we want to do for you is we want to take your recordings and our growing army of salespeople globally and sell them for you. Not only can we sell your courses, but with our investment into cloning technology and AI technology, we translate it into over 100 languages. We're already available in over 200 countries. And I got to tell you, it's not the translation that you might think about, like subscripts or voiceovers or anything like that. Our cloning technology actually remaps your lips. And even some of our counterparts in the military, speaking to a friend of mine out in Tampa, Florida, who's a high-level planner for the military, he's a lip reader. He was trained to read lips in multiple languages so they could see what people were saying on the ground, even when the background noise was so noisy they can't pick it up with special instruments. And he said he can't even tell that people weren't speaking Russian or German or Italian naturally. It's that close. And it's part of the reason why we waited until now to really launch this new version of the Great Discovery. So when we deliver your content, we don't want to lose your personality in the process. See, words are just a small part of communication. Your hand movements, your eyes, your tonality, your voice inflection, that's all part of the message that you want to get out to the world. And that's what we have perfected with the Great Discovery. And just so you know, the Great Discovery, the fourth generation Six Sigma, we're calling it the Great Discovery International. And it, like I said, it is amazing. We have little books that 5 years old read. They don't even know they're learning fourth generation Six Sigma, and teen programs and programs for grownups. And your product, your services, your content, your courses, and we can even book live speaking engagements for you alongside with fourth generation Six Sigma, the Great Discovery International. And as part of that, well, people ask me, well, what if I sell some of my courses in Japanese and then somebody from Japan wants to communicate with me and have one-on-one coaching or be part of one of my workshops? Well, guess what? We recently announced our new Zoom-like live translation that looks just like our recorded translation that you'll be able to see, where you could have, say, 60 people on there all speaking different languages. You can speak to them in English or whatever language you choose. They will hear you in their native language, and then they can speak back to you in their native language, and you'll hear them in English or whatever language that you choose. So it's really phenomenal. There's never been an opportunity like this before. And I know I'm just kind of going on and on and on. That's why I'm so excited about the Great Discovery. I spent decades building business opportunities in the form of a franchise where people had to pay hundreds of thousands of dollars, if not millions of dollars, to be able to buy themselves a job, where the franchisor tells you when to open doors, when to close the doors, where you got to buy your product, who you can hire, where you can do your business. And the Great Discovery is not only a great opportunity for content creators, but we have a franchise it's not a franchise, we have a franchise-like offering with more support, more tools, everything you need. It's like a business in the box for promoters, and we teach them how to go out there and promote your courses, and we pay them generously to do so because we want to take you to that next level and create generational wealth for your family, not just for today, but for generations to come. And that's what we can do with your recordings.
Wow. So mind blowing. If you heard it for the first time, you're just sitting here going, what did he say? I've heard this before, and you still just blew my mind.
Because every time you hear it, right?
Yeah. So Christine, you actually heard it before me. So why don't you go next and introduce yourself, and then share the passion behind why you're inviting people into this?
Well, so Christine Deane, the networking diva, right? So I'm all about connecting people to resources and people, things that are going to help them be successful. And a lot of times that's in the entrepreneurial space or in their business space. So when I find something that I'm like, oh my goodness, this is mind blowing, I need to let my people know about this, right? So I spread the word out in my network. And when I heard about the Great Discovery and what they were doing, I was like, oh, I'm in. How fast did I sign on that dotted line, right? I mean, I was like, let me in. This is something I want to promote. This is something I want to share. And when you have something that you really like and you're going to share it anyway, then you might as well make money on it, right? And I know, network marketing and affiliate marketing, sometimes people are like, oh, I don't know about that. It's a thing. And if you're not doing it and you're already promoting the stuff anyway, it's just silly not to participate in it. Okay, so make money on what you're already doing. Hello. And I am all about multiple streams of income. And if you have not heard about that, hello, welcome to the story. Okay. When it comes to multiple streams of income, right? It used to be like, oh, I'm going to get a job and then I'm going to stay with that company forever until I die. Okay. That doesn't happen. You want to get ahead, you change jobs, right? You don't get promoted within, you have to go somewhere else, right? And having a job is a false sense of security because they're going to lay you off anytime it's convenient for them. They have no loyalty to you whatsoever. Okay. So the only way you're going to make sure that you can keep a roof over your head and food on your table is to be in charge of your choices and what's going on with your business and your income opportunities. And that's multiple streams of income. Okay. And so right there, that alone, this opportunity to use it and sell it, double win. Right? You're already playing in that space anyway. And this is where it comes in. You take that and you combine that with the Beekonnected, and you put the Great Discovery with the Beekonnected side of it. Okay. I don't even know where to start. Okay. So the P3 system, right? With Beekonnected is the whole idea of being able to invite people and get credit for who you bring in. Boom. Oh my goodness. It just makes sense to use the Beekonnected platform to promote your Great Discovery and bring people in. And why not have them sign up under Beekonnected with you and the Great Discovery with you at the same time? course creators, okay? You can put your courses where? Do you only ever want to put it on one spot? No. Oh my goodness. You want visibility. How can you get visibility if I'm just going to stay in this one little, nobody knows me, nobody sees? No, that's not how this works. You need greater visibility. Okay. This is my marketing background coming in. So you want an opportunity to put your stuff out there where the people are, right? So you don't want to just do one platform. It's like going on one social media platform. Like that's the only one you're going to go on. No. Right. So you really want multiple opportunities. So we're talking about get yourself out on some of the major platforms and then get on, instead of just being a small fish in a big pond, right? Like you might swim around in some of these real big, start with somebody that's a little bit smaller and grow with them. Be a big fish in that smaller pond and grow while they're growing and grow your pocketbook. Use that affiliate programs, right? Why not? So put your courses. Don't feel like, oh, well, I don't want to, mess up my loyalty to this company. No, remember, the companies are not loyal to you. Hello? You have to be loyal to you. Okay. So your job is to put as much money in your pocket and put a roof over your head because your company is not caring about that. I'm just going to be straight up honest. They don't. Okay. That's your job. Okay. So put it in as many places as makes sense for your business. Okay. So put your courses on Beekonnected, put your courses on The Great Discovery, right? Put it in multiple places. And so the whole P3 system makes it so we can share it and everybody can be making money off of everything. I mean, this is the way it's about. This is doing business with friends, with people you know, like, and trust. So when Debbie has a course, I can be like, hey, Debbie, I want to push your course, whether it's on Beekonnected, whether it's on The Great Discovery, whatever it is. I want to promote my friends because they're already doing things that I believe in, right? So I want to encourage people to check out this awesome resource. That's what I do with my business, right? The Networking Diva. Hello, right? Why are you not doing this? Why are you not making money promoting your friends? Because if you're not, you should be. Are they your friend or are they not? Because if they're your friend, you should be supporting them. Just saying. Okay. It's all about relationships. So there's me going off because this is what I do. All right, Debbie, I'm going to hand it back to you.
I love how passionate you are about this whole thing. So me and you get to talk strategy all the time. And I love talking strategy because we see people doing it really, really well. And there used to be a belief that we couldn't do it that way. We couldn't afford to do those big productions in which the way they do them. And I think that's BS. I actually think that's a limiting belief. And I believe that these two platforms allow us to create events and experiences and sell from stage and show up and have more credibility, more influence, and more money in our pockets and our friends' pockets. So it really is a win-win for all. James, I would love to hear your take on this because you've been working with this behind the scenes for a long, long time. And there's a mindset in which you had to come into this in order for you to then speak it to the world. My world is I'm a connector. I help people, heart-centered entrepreneurs, create online courses so that their purpose, their mission, their message is heard. That can be speaking, that can be in a book, and that definitely can be in a course. So these are people that want to be on stages and be seen and to create experiences. And I know that, Christine, as the Networking Diva, you see a lot of people in different areas and your mind is always going, how can I help them be seen, be heard, and be connected more? So James, I want to pass this back to you. And how can you tie the knot together between these two?
Yeah, absolutely. And so one of the things that you and Christine are talking about is really the connection between Beekonnected and The Great Discovery. Because with the P3 system, every single one of our affiliates and our content creators need to be on the P3 system. We have these. In fact, we have something coming up very soon that we're calling our global expansion, and we're going to be doing a live simulcast in over 200 countries globally coming up in October. So if you really want to benefit from the relationships between the affiliates, the current content creators, and Beekonnected, now's the time to act because you can be a driving force of getting these team members onto Beekonnected so that when they do invite people to these global meetings, they make sure they get credit for the people that they invite. Because right now we're doing these meetings on Zoom, and Zoom's it's a good platform, that kind of thing. However, when we start presenting the opportunity with the Great Discovery or presenting the opportunity about the courses that are available, we don't know who invited the guest. And a lot of times we say, hey, you know, be sure and go back to the person who invited you to the meeting. And they go, oh, gee, I don't remember who invited me to the meeting. I seen them on LinkedIn or whatever. Well, if they're sharing their link for the P3 system, now our affiliates and our content creators are going to get credit for that sale. So this just really ties perfectly together. I mean, we're building literally an army of salespeople. We will soon have hundreds of thousands of salespeople on a global basis, that with you being part of the Great Discovery, either as a content creator, a coach or a speaker, or an affiliate, you're going to have access to that community, and you get to share that information with them as to why they want to have an account on Beekonnected and be able to utilize the P3 system. One of the things I love that Debbie was talking about is how she's passionate about helping people get on stage. Well, that ties in perfectly with the Great Discovery, because we're all about promoting your brand and getting you on stage. We actually have a system that we're adding right now called the Academy level system. And that Academy level system is purely focused on promoting you, getting you one-on-one coachings, group coachings, boot camps, getting you on stages all around the globe. And, you know, think of it like this. With our sister company being Six Sigma, right? And our flagship training program being the Great Discovery International, which is actually 4th generation Six Sigma. Our name is well known around the globe with all these massive companies, and we have those doors open for you to help you get speaking events, help you get coaching events, help you get personal people to your boot camps or one-on-one coachings or group coachings. Whatever it is that you want to do, you can get there faster and better and make more money when you join with the Beekonnected and the Great Discovery, and just join forces with the army of salespeople that we are creating globally. That's where I really see a lot of the connections here.
Yeah, I do too. Christine, you're muted. But I want to talk a little bit, and Christine, you might be on this wavelength, there might be something else, but I actually consult for a lot of bigger groups and companies. One of them, it is all about wellnesspreneurs. That's what we do, is holistic wellness. And we are the hub between the learner and the seeker. And we are also creating corporate programs in which we will take that professional that's showed up and lit up inside of our community and put them inside of a corporate training because we have so many people. So it's a little bit like an agency in a way, but it's organic, because people have seen the amazing people we have in this community, and they've said, how can we create something customized to us? And so I see this working hand in hand, both the Beekonnected and this, because we were that group that was inside of a little bubble saying, come in here and find us. We have amazing stuff in here, but it's time to get this out into the world so the world can find us, instead of bringing them to us inside of a little portal and a bubble. So I don't know if anybody has anything to say about that, but that's what I seen as potential when I heard about this.
Yeah, no, and that's exactly what we're doing. We're getting this out to the world. And I would like to say one additional thing about getting out to the world. So Sandra Harry, her late husband is Michael Harry. He is the chief architect behind Six Sigma. And so this organization is not just about making money. This organization is a family legacy. Her heart, her soul, her family legacy is in this. And one of the things that she insisted on, Miss Sandra Harry insisted on, that we invest a tremendous amount of money in what's called geolocation capabilities. So we happen to know if somebody is purchasing a course in El Salvador or Indonesia or Nigeria or some other impoverished nation, and we automatically lower the prices to our courses, as long as the content creator agrees, the recorded courses, we lower them to the local economy to help those people be able to receive the education that they need to break their family out of that cycle of poverty. One of the reasons why so many families and areas get into that cycle of poverty is lack of education and lack of training on skills. So we're not just training on coaching, positive thinking, and the Great Discovery International program. We're teaching people, how do you boil an egg? How do you rebuild a carburetor? How do you program a computer? How do you create internet security? How do you paint a house? Anything that you can imagine, any skill, which our schools no longer teach any of these skills anymore. We are teaching this. We're taking it all globally. And here's how important it is to Sandra Harry. She and Tim Taylor, our CEO, is in the Philippines right now doing a major launch with thousands and thousands of people in the Philippines who need this education. Now, they could have gone to wealthy places like New York or California, or even some places here in Texas where there's a lot of people with a lot of money to spend a lot of money on training. But no, that's not what they chose to do. They chose to go to more impoverished areas who need the education, and they're leaving it up to us guys to reach out to the people who have the thick pocketbooks, and we're reaching out to others as well. But it's one of the things I love about this company, and I see really to where you can get if you have something inside of you that or believe will help people, even if you don't have a course, we will help you create the course step by step with recorded training and live coaching, live training by certified Six Sigma trainers. Will help you create that course because we want you to have the absolute best course to help as many people as we can globally. And so the opportunity here it just kind of blows my mind every time I think about it. And I love it because I grew up in a very poor family. It's how I ended up in franchising. Is I worked extremely hard to pull myself out of poverty and to be successful in business. And so I had a passion. I still have a burning desire and passion to help regular people experience the American dream, right? And I wanted to shorten the path for them. And so I started creating franchises so I could create jobs in communities all around the world. And it started out here in the United States, but expanded it all around the world as well. And the Great Discovery, hands down, is better than any franchise I ever created. Hate to admit that. No, I really don't hate to admit it. I love to admit it because it's just so empowering for so many people. It gives them a business opportunity in a box for people who aren't course creators, or even the course creators can participate in the affiliate program as well. But it gives them a business in a box for pennies. No pun on my last name, or maybe a little, but it gives them business for pennies. And it gives them the education, so the opportunity and the education to pull their family out of the cycle of poverty and literally create not just wealth for today, but generational wealth for decades and decades to come. It really blesses my heart.
Yep, that's it right there. I mean, the big heart, and being able to take two companies that have big hearts with leaders that see a bigger vision and want to build people up. And, the whole point behind Beekonnected was to connect people for a business community, right? That's the whole point. So here you're taking that along with an organization that believes in giving and educating people. And you take those two platforms and you blend them together and promote both of them. To me, it's a dream come true. It's the best of all worlds together, right? When James, when you're sitting there talking about being able to have programs and group coaching, well, where are you going to host those? Bring them back over to Beekonnected, right? So it just goes back and forth. When you talk about those translations that you can have your course translate into other languages. Well, like I said, put it in more than one platform. They're not going to just be like, no, we translate it and you can't take it anywhere. No, you paid to have it translated, use it elsewhere, right? Continue to promote, right? Wherever that is, get that visibility and help more people. And that's really what it's about. I always talk about, I work with a lot of, I love Debbie when you talk about your heart-centered people, right? And I always say I work with mission-driven. So if you're on a mission, do good in the world, I want to meet you. So my goal is to expand that. I always say, think bigger, be bigger, have a bigger impact. Okay. And this is what this does. When you bring all this together, you get to make that bigger impact. And it's up to you what that mission is, but we want to help you with it.
Absolutely.
You know, I love that. So my company is called Empowering You, and I always tell people because it's not about me, it's about you. How can you take that message, that mission, that thing that you're so passionate about, the thing you got through, and you want to help people in another way? And this is the ripple effect that I see these two companies doing in a huge way, and it makes me so proud to be a part of it.
Absolutely. So I'm putting my name in chat, right? So connect with me. I want to meet you, especially if you're out doing good in the world, because we're going to talk about how to do more good, because that's what we do. Debbie, I know that's right up your alley too. James, I mean, we're all just got big room here of big, happy, big-hearted people. This is the place you want to play. These are the playgrounds you want to play with. And this tells you a little bit about the caliber of the kind of people that you get to work with when you come hang out with us. So you want to be a part of Beekonnected. You want to be part of the great discovery, and you want to be able to bring that all together. We will help you do that. Happily so.
I second that emotion. Love it.
And it's really a lot of fun for us to talk strategy, to be able to say, here's the thing you have, the mission, the purpose that you want to take to the world. How can we help you do that in a really big way? No more playing small, guys. These platforms are unbelievable and so cost effective. Like, are you kidding me? What's available to us today? James, we didn't even get into the whole, like, the courses. I know you spoke about it a little bit, that we not only get you to put your course on here, but we're going to teach you how to be a better course creator. So like, you just eliminated my job of helping them get their course done, because I went through your course and it's like mind blowing. The value of that alone is just unreal. So there's so many opportunities, and there's so much passive income, residual income, and the ripple effect that you can create by making this choice is changing your life, every life that you recommend it to. But for me, my family, my legacy, the people that when I'm gone, my knowledge and my wisdom continues to lean on. And I know that I heard that from each one of you as well.
Big time. That legacy opportunity, you know, you always want better for your kids than you had. Right. I mean, that's just the way it is with parents, let alone, you know, get into the grandparent phases and all that kind of stuff. And I know my why. I just cuddled with my little grandbaby just recently, and he is just such a blessing. And I'm gonna be honest, he was diagnosed with autism. Right. So now I am doubly motivated, because I know we need to take a little extra care with him to make sure that he's got a good, strong, bright future. You're talking legacy wealth. I have my why. Y'all. So I'm just saying, yep, you know, find your why, right? And if that's your motivation, you know, love on it, feed it, and keep on growing with it, because we have bright futures, and we want to help you build your legacy too.
Yeah, absolutely. And so, you know, just think of it this way: if you really want to be the Elvis Presley of your specialty, you know, Beekonnected and the Great Discovery, they're like the two pieces of the puzzle. Anything that we have and we don't have, Beekonnected has, and vice versa. And so we fit these two pieces of the puzzle together perfectly, so that you can truly create that legacy where people are selling your courses for generations to come. And not only that, just leaving a legacy. Imagine your grandchildren, your great grandchildren seeing you on the big screen on the Great Discovery, you know, 100 years from now. Not many people can ever say that they, you know, were able to do that. You can do that. And, you know, it's just, it's an amazing opportunity. So I love that our two companies are getting together and really rolling this out for everyone. So just contact Christine and let us help you help the world.
Contact Debbie. Debbie's got her contact with me and the thing. So, you know, reach out to all of us. We're all super friendly, as you can tell, and a little bit passionate, but we want to see you succeed. So let us know how we can help you.
Awesome.
Thanks so much for being my guest today. This again was a discussion that many people asked for. They reached out to me and they said, how can I learn more and have an intimate conversation about how it works for me? So this, you know, guys, if you love it, Ask us, we'll do it again. This has been a lot of fun.
Thank you.